After garnering a lot of attention with the announcement that they wouldn't be producing anything for over a year and stirring up the internet with their confusing rebranding, Jaguar followed through with the Type 00 concept that heralds their electric future. But if you thought that would stop the discussions, you were wrong. The new concept is as polarizing as all of Jaguar's moves in recent months. Previously called the Design Vision concept, the Type 00 is a confidently quirky two-door coupe that heralds the production four-door GT that is set to debut in late 2025. The Type in the name is a reference to the iconic E-Type and the recently defunct F-Type, and the two zeros refer to zero emissions in Jaguar's new start from scratch. Many technical details have not been revealed, but Jaguar confirms that the car rides on the new JEA electric platform and aims for 770 kilometers WLTP and 692 kilometers EPA range. On the charger, it should be possible to add enough energy for 321 kilometers in 15 minutes, but we will have to wait for specific information on charging speeds, engine specifications, and battery sizes. At the front, the new Jaguar has a very modern and unusual face with rectangular shapes on which there is a new logo, inscription, and two ultra-thin LED lights. The rear is equally controversial in appearance. The thick rear fenders are separated by another rectangle filled with horizontal slats and horizontal light strips. The most unusual solution is that the Type 00 does not have a rear window. Jaguar also showed a second car painted in London blue, a reference to its British roots as well as a tribute to the pair of E-Types that appeared at the premiere of the legendary sports car in 1961. Also, the overall proportions of the Type 00, especially visible in the cabin profile, are clearly intended to remind us of the iconic E-Type. But there are also obvious hints of Range Rover in the design, and it's easy to see why, as Land Rover is a much more successful brand within the JLR concern. A brown trim piece in front of the doors houses retractable parking assist cameras and is made of brass, a material that is repeated throughout the interior on the lower steering column and center console. Other key materials are stone and textile, and there is no wood or leather. Missing from the pictures of the interior is any sort of digital display, despite it being a mainstay of any new car. Jaguar claims the displays are hidden in the fittings and pop up when needed. While there's a lot of nonsense on this car that's so typical of concept cars, much of what we can see on the Type 00 will carry over to the production sedan, which is scheduled to be unveiled this time next year. The same ideas and design language will be applied to two more vehicles that Jaguar will introduce before the end of the decade, at least one of which will be an SUV.